This shirt is making $28,668 per month. And in this video, I want to show you how this one design hack can make your designs 10 times better and hopefully sell 10 times more. How well would the designs do if it was just this? Now, let's compare with this. This very simple change adds so much interest and professionality to the design. And no, you don't need to be a designer to be able to do something like this. I'm going to show you how you can take a boring, simple text design and make it look like a piece of artwork. This will undoubtedly attract way more visitors, which will lead to more sales. I want to say a quick thank you to Awesome for sponsoring this video. More on them later. For this example, we're going to be redesigning this, so I can show you exactly how you can do it. Step 1, we need to download some sort of editing tool. Now, you can use whatever you want, Photoshop, Affinity Designer, GIMP, whatever it may be. But for this tutorial, I'm going to be using Figma, and that's because Figma is totally free for anyone to use. First thing we need to do is open Figma. Once we've opened Figma, we can just click this plus button at the top here and click Design File. All we need to do is create a frame. So we can click this frame button over here and just drag a frame out. Now, in terms of sizing, we want to go for 4500 by 5400 pixels. Now we have this, all we need to do is pick a font. Now, if we go over here, we can click the type tool and then we can just click and type Trick. Right now, if we have a look at this, we've got all these fonts over here on the right-hand side. You can scroll and you can pick from tons and tons of fonts. To make this a little faster, I have actually found a couple of fonts already, and here they are. Now, these are all fonts which were already on Figma. The next thing we need to do is open up Canva and find some backgrounds. So once we open Canva, we can just click custom size and do the same thing, 5400 by 4500. Again, it's not necessary because these are just wallpapers, but all we need to do is go into elements over here and search. So you can see I've recently searched this, but we're gonna search Halloween pattern, or Halloween background, or Halloween wallpaper, and you can see you have so many here. Make sure that when you're in Canva and you're actually creating some wallpapers, that they take up the entire canvas. You don't want it to be like this when you export it. Once you have it like this, you can click share, click download, and you'll be ready to go. Once we've downloaded this, we'll be able to import it into Figma and actually use it on our text. But before I show you how to do that and how to create an epic looking design, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Awesome. They're the experts in organizing your e-commerce business accounts, so you don't have to worry about filing company reports or paying taxes on time. Awesome accountants take care of all of your finance admin through the app and are always hand-on to answer your questions and give free financial advice based on your company accounts. It's really easy to link your online store, your bank, and your payment systems with the Awesome platform. And they pretty much take care of the rest. They keep track of your spending and your profits, and they make sense of your financial performance in real time. Their accountants understand your time is precious, so they make it easy to manage your store payments, cash flow, and expenses all in the same place on their app. Using the Awesome system will literally save your business thousands of pounds every year, so you can focus on doing more. They will walk you through setting up with your new accountant in just a few easy steps, and it's like having a finance manager at a way lower cost. So click the link in the description to access all the special bonuses they're offering just for you. Honestly, I have absolutely no idea where I would be at this point in my life if I didn't have an accountant. I have saved thousands and thousands of pounds every single year just by using an accountant who's an expert in what they do. So if you don't have an accountant or you want a better solution than what you're currently doing, try out Awesome. The link will be down below. Right, let's get back to the video now. In order to add that wallpaper to your text, you can do it two ways. One, you can do the entire word at the same time, or two, like this other design did, you can do it letter by letter. So let me quickly show you how to do that. Let's first make it a bit bigger so we can kind of see what we're working with over here. And next, what we want to do is you want to go over here into fill. You see where this black box is? You can click solid, go all the way down to image, choose an image, go into downloads, untitled designs 1, and you can see we have all the designs here. So let's just say we pick this one. This is what it will end up looking like. Pretty cool, right? Now on top of that, they also had a stroke. So we could add a stroke just by clicking the plus button over here. And now we've got one. Now we can have whatever color we want. So if this is going to be a black t-shirt, then you might want to change the frame to be black, which you can just do by clicking the frame over here, frame 1, and then we can change the color to black. Right now, we're not going to make it black because the text is black. Let's just say it's red. Double click on trick, change that to white, and that is what it will look like. So that's really cool. Now you can also do a couple of things. You can separate the text a bit more. You can spread it apart just like this, you know, just to kind of make it look a bit nicer. And you can click these 3 dots to do even more things over here. You don't have to do any of this, but you can if you want. Now, the other way of doing this and how they did it letter by letter. So let me show you. We're going to do it for this font now, which is the Lolita 1 font. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a T. We're going to add a background just to that T. So if we go to fill, solid, image, let's choose an image. Let's say it's that one. And you can see you've got your background. So that's your first background for your first letter. Copy and paste this. You can hold down Option if you have a Mac, or you can just right click and copy paste. We can go back into image and we can select a different image. So now let's select this one and see what that looks like. There you go. And you can kind of see the style you're making here. Now each one we can have a stroke on it as well. That way, you know, it will stand out a bit more. So if we make the stroke white, make it a bit thicker. There we go, I like the look of that. We can bring it away from the other T a bit. We can add a stroke to that one. Now we can do this for the entire word, and then we can start adding in some cool graphics like they've used. So let me just quickly do the whole word here, and then we'll get onto the graphics bit. Now I have trick and teach, and I just need to put the word or in. Personally, I don't like how they've done it in that weird Apple looking thing with the horrible font. So I'm just gonna do it myself with this font. Now this font is the Lacquer font, and I'm just gonna put in the word or, and let's make it white. We can kind of just like have that over there. And now we've got trick or teach, which is cool, by the way, because it connects 2 niches. You've got Halloween and you've got teaching. Well, now that we have that, let's go back into Canva and download some cool elements that we can use on this design. So let's go back to Canva and we can go open up a new page, Halloween, and then it will give us a whole bunch of things. You've got spider webs, bats, more spider webs. You know, you've got so many different elements here that you could use. Now what we can do is we can download all of these pages. So let's just go and download, make sure it's a transparent background, click download. Once it's downloaded, you have to just open up the zip folder and you'll see all of your different elements over here. And now we can just drag it in. And if you want to change the color of this image, firstly, you can do it in Canva when you're back there. But if you haven't done it in Canva and you want to do it here, you can click it and then you can go to plugins. Now, plugins is a whole nother thing, but I have saved a plugin called Image Tracer. But in order to do that, you just have to go to plugins, find more plugins. And what that will do is that will trace this image out. You can place a traced vector. And now, if we have a look, this vector, you can change the color, you know, it's just pretty cool. So let's say we want it to be white, right? You kind of see the point that I'm making here, right? So this is quite cool. Now you have that. As well as that, you can do that for all the different images that you downloaded. So we've got the witch as well. We can bring her in and you can kind of see where I'm going here, right? You can make the colors whatever you want them to be. Let's say we want this to be more of an orange. You've got an orange there. If we want to add a stroke, we can also add a stroke. And I mean, you can do whatever you want with this design, but you see how this little trick allows you to take what would normally be a really boring font and make it really fun and really interesting and really cool to look at. If this tutorial helped you at all, please smash that subscribe button and help me get to 100,000 subscribers. This whole process is really simple, as you've seen, and you can do it with any boring text design to make it more interesting. Now that you're well equipped on how to create awesome designs, you might need to know how to get more sales through marketing with your print-on-demand business. So check this video out where I go in detail about 7 awesome ways for you to get more print-on-demand sales.